I guess I should have known by the way you parked your car sideways that it wouldn't last. I wish we'd be having like music playing while doing these things, because I would be putting on some B-sides or after show tracks. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome front. Welcome to everything that you guys want or desire. Whether it's the show or the after show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. You can be vocal, you know. Had to get freshly changed, even with the watch. So, and like, you know, just gotta show off. It's not just I'm from the waist down. But yeah, got the entire outfit on point, changing everything up. Man, I'm sorry, I've been working out really hard on myself, so sometimes I'm gonna show it off. So yes, background music would be nice. Hopefully we can have it be official one day and have it be like that. So listen, it's all good. You're here now. May have this one in black, may have it in purple too. And also thank AA. I saw a very nice donation, and same with Sandra too. Appreciate that. So yes, the sizing is good in my opinion. It's a large, like large and mediums kind of fit me now. Just sucks how much stuff I have that's XL and double XL that I just can't wear no more. But I like it. I don't think I've washed this one yet though, so let's see how it is afterwards. But right now, I think it looks pretty good. I'm sure not to show anything else going on. But yeah, so it's good size. It fits well. And I like it. Like I said, I'm afraid though after I wash it, it won't look so good anymore. So I've been losing weight before quarantine, but yes, I dropped like another 20 pounds in quarantine, and now I'm putting on muscle. So I put on like 5 to 6 pounds of muscle, and I'm trying not to do as much cardio, but man, do I miss it. Pure cotton, I believe so. No, it's like you make me crap. Should I go to try to grab the other one, and how quick will I be off camera? I wash a majority of my clothes cold and inside out. So yeah, see, maybe that's why we need to set up a shop in Australia, Captain, to have it be like that. So, and again, you guys can get this at the Prince Estate store. So I tell them to send me stuff is when I wear it out in public or when I wear it on the shows, people ask me where I got it from. The Prince Estate store should have this one in white and black and in purple. And this is a large, and as you're seeing, it fits quite well. So yeah, you always have to be careful with white, but I think white looks good on me now. 100 pounds or so ago, not so much, but yes. So, you know, yeah, no hot water unless some of this stuff that I have that I was trying to shrink so it'll fit right. And I sometimes like medium stuff, although it bunches up on me, but it looks better in the arms. Yeah, the single choices that he had, I mean, he basically released everything almost, right? That he could that didn't have swear words in it, you know? So he could have kept on and on and on and releasing more, but then we wouldn't have Purple Rain. Just like he could have kept releasing more of Purple Rain, then we wouldn't have Around the World in a Day. So yeah. But single choices were very good. Yes. That's what I think. The single choices were very good. So in every place we'll bring it or you guys can Google search as well. Just Google search Prince store. So it'll get you directly to it, because sometimes that Prince website gets you to many different places. The left click and then bring up merch and apparel. So yes. But the white on the sites, the whites are very good. I Would Die For You hoodie and other stuff. I like it. Got to keep doing those sit-ups so it'll keep looking like this. You know. I think your last part of that. Do I think the estate learned anything from releasing a limited number of the singles box only to see them end up in the hands of resellers? They don't care since they got paid either way. Probably that one. 1987 it's very gimmicky. It's very nice, but this is when you have a music club type thing to where those fans get offered it first and then they make sure to get it, and then you limit it to 2 per person. So all of them run a little bit more bigger, Leanne, that I see when I'm wearing it. I'll try to wear one next time. So yeah, party up next Tuesday. Be careful. But yeah, the better you look in this town, the more opportunities you get. It doesn't mean that the Prince Estate has the best looking people in it. Not mean that in a dissing way either. I'm just saying they have more opportunities here, more opportunities in life, the better that you look, right? So what do I do when I'm not on here to occupy my time? I hustle 24/7. I nap, not sleep, like for real. And hustling is a lot different now when you're having to stay indoors and be safe, and not have the other things going on. So that's it. What I think of Blanche is funky. LA is very vain, and California is kind of looked down upon on different states and whatnot. They think we're all uppity. Yeah. 2 jobs is hustling, yes. It's more so as that, just trying to make things happen, but also being in a holding pattern with what's going on in the world. Before COVID, there was other things that I was doing, but that has since changed for sure. That's what it comes down to, is you have to constantly evolve and do these things. Yes. If I had my way, I would have put Soul Cycle on TikTok just to promote Sign of the Times ice cream. I can't take a photo of something that doesn't exist. Excuse me, it's not COVID. I was trying to put this up before that happened. Can't take a picture of something that doesn't exist when it takes Time Walk of Fame. Look, I think eventually he's going to get one posthumously, and he did not want one when he was here. So I don't think he liked the thing of being walked on. I believe Muhammad Ali's is up against the wall. So what if we got Prince a star on the Walk of Fame and it was next to Ali's up against the wall? instead of being walked on. That makes Prince's star much different than anyone else, in my opinion. And I do believe it's going to happen posthumously. And you guys ask for it a lot, but that's one of those things that I would do. Is it's something that he didn't want when he was here, but now that he isn't here, it's different. But let's have it up against the wall like Ali's. You know, why not? Prince loved Ali. You know, so I live in California. Need 2 jobs to survive. We're not uppity. Didn't say everyone is. Yeah, Captain, it's a little bit different there in Australia, doing nothing for 6 months. Here, like, you got to hustle. You're going to just be on the outside looking in, or have a homeless encampment. Just ridiculous how this city doesn't take care of things. How long will what be there? Oh, yeah. Wall of First Avenue, yes, but people always ask about LA. Yes, the fans have to pay for it, not anyone that pays for it. He didn't want the fans to spend money on it because he didn't want to feel obligated to show up, because he didn't want to show up. So they would be putting money into it, and he didn't want it. And unless the person was there to get the star, you couldn't get it. Posthumously, things are done a little differently. So yeah, I do that a lot, Captain. Yeah. Well, the thing is when it comes to a star on the Walk of Fame, it's a thing of respect, and it's a thing for love and adulation. So, no. You know, you could say the Roosevelt, but why wouldn't it be Mann's Chinese Theater where Purple Rain was held? Why wouldn't it be down closer to the Kodak Theater or other stuff? So, next to Ali's is the best, up against the wall. Yes, and it'll always be a star in our hearts, for sure. So, when am I doing a room makeover? I already did one previously, and now, as you see, the camera's a little bit set up differently. So I may have to make a little bit more adjustments because you can't see the blue guitar, you know, so just other things that are different. Yeah. Can anyone pull Prince's hours? Not now, no. I think it was a gift and a curse. You know, we all know Prince didn't sleep and he played music most all night. So I was wondering, can anyone pull Prince's hours? Captain, I've done it more than 3 times. The first time I listened to it, I brought someone who considers themselves a fan. We listened to it together in my car, but she wouldn't probably list herself as hardcore. So to her, like, the best material on Sign of the Times was the actual Sign of the Times album, not the outtakes, which is more than understandable. Especially on a set that is that expensive. She went, I'll buy the 2-disc version, but I'm not buying the freaking $300 version for stuff that, you know, wasn't put on it. So, yeah. And Captain, people have asked me when I'm reviewing it. And I'm like, we talk about it. They want like reviews. Nah, I don't want to paint my walls purple. So, yeah. Brian, not that I recall. I'd have to check back through emails, but not in person. Maybe in the music club room. Yeah. Prince was amazing. See, this Purple Rain poster was one of the ones that was inside the Grauman's Chinese Theater in 1984. So it's one of those, and not flattened out carbon thick paper. Working and staying up are two totally different things, Terry. Oh, are you listening to the edited version or are you listening to the album version on it? So, yeah. What was my take of Prince doing covers at a Super Bowl performance? I think that he was trying to make the best performance for Middle America. If you remember, the sports writers the Friday before the Super Bowl, they were kind of like, please, this guy isn't going to bring it. So what he was trying to do is make a playlist for Middle America, where you have it to where it's kicking off with Queen, We Will Rock You, till the wheels fall off, to have some CCR up in the mix, to do All Along the Watchtower, Hendrix version more so than Dylan, and then to throw in some Foo Fighters on top of that, along with his own material. But that's why I believe that he was doing covers. It was like, and people got to be afraid when he does covers, like he does it to where he does it better than they do. Just ask Al Smith about Another Love. So, but that's why I feel that he was doing it, is he was doing what would be the best music for the Super Bowl. He didn't play Kiss. Like, he could have done another Super Bowl performance. He could have done Raspberry Ray, Kiss. Bruno Mars was able to do it for multiple years. So how did I get the Purple Rain poster? Cool. Sorry, I'm trying to get that. Probably about 100 in the year 2000, 2001. Just because Prince wasn't seen as a hot commodity then, so probably could have done more. So not yet, Leanne. We'll see what the future holds. Yeah. And Virginia, 100% on that. He proved he could do others, but they can't do him. Yep. Foo Fighters got close with Drive Me Wild and Darling Nikki. But yeah, if you heard Semisonic's version of Erotic City, we all know what you're talking about. So, yes. Man, I didn't buy nothing from the Paisley Park garage sales except for the stuff at the Celebration. And I do not have a War CD still. And I'm not paying no $1,000 for it. So, yes. And that, even the Super Bowl press conference, like Billy Joel, when he had to do the press conference, and he's done several of them, and he's all like, dang it, like, because he hates doing those things, Billy Joel. And he's all like, man, Prince had the right idea. Just perform instead of doing that. Yeah, I had the long boxes for $1 at the Celebration. Got those. Brian, excuse me, I think it's going as well as it can be with the people that are involved in doing it. So, yeah. I did not sell my Most Beautiful Girl in the World singles. I bought 7 because you're supposed to have 7 true loves, right? So I've given 3 away to people I dated. So I have 4 more left, I believe. Just saying. So, yeah. Am I aware of any real discussions regarding the release of his final shows? The 2 at the Fox Atlanta. I was at the first show that evening and would love to relive that experience again. I believe in the future. In the future, yes. But we also got to get those Paisley Park shows out too, correct? Yes, share, not scalp. 100%. For Princess Wayne and Maite, he made a pamphlet up that Maite didn't know about. I'm getting in the mail. I won the auction. That pamphlet you're talking about kind of looks something like that. I believe you're talking about that. So yeah, it's a very cool thing to have. And there was this other single winning invite too. And this was from the Prince Estate for the gift, the blue guitar I got as a gift last year for it not arriving before Christmas. So yeah. I think I should be like putting different stuff in here all the time, so I have different things to pull out for you guys if you mention something. And I have these always here. Let's see. One of the last time I was at Paisley Park. And then the January 21st show. So yeah, those things. Got rid of most of my physical stuff. I can't do that. It's just kind of in certain things. I don't have the room to do it. So yeah. Do you still have My Taste on the Wall, or did you burn it? I've heard things, don't know how accurate they are. I'm not in the vault to let you guys know that stuff, but I'll be doing it. And Mary, thank you. Where'd your comment go? That's so weird. Again, printstore.com. Just or Google it as well. This is on the official website. So yes, Sydney Opera House shows officially soundboard would be quite amazing, even though Scotty Baldwin was not the one recording those shows. Ooh, to be in the vault. Just imagine the vault, and then you're in there, and then the door closes behind you. You're there for like days. The lights are out. Hello, hello. No, there's a lot of bootleggers that would like to be in there with recorders. So, oh no. Well, I hope that never happens, Virginia. I don't even think of that stuff, man. There's stuff that I had a part with a few years ago in 2012 that was really tough. Some one-off stuff, but kept a roof over my head and medical bills being paid for sure. And I hope that that never happens again. So yeah, The War was a CD and cassette. It's more so you have the cassette version, not the CD. The CD was a little bit harder. I think the question of Susie has on Facebook, that they had love for each other and she played an important role in his life at one time. So people can try to dismiss stuff, but it just turns into a competition, you know? So that's what it goes on for. What did Prince tell me about releasing Extra Level? That you guys heard a versions that you weren't supposed to hear. That's what it comes down to, you know? But I was talking mostly about the line, the rape line, that wouldn't fly today, you know? So we'll see what the future holds on having that be in a release. Yeah. It sucked to have to part with it, but sometimes it's just material stuff. There's some stuff that I want to end up at Paisley, like one of his autographs from 1978, whether it's on loan or other things for exhibits or carpeting here. Here, let me show you guys this real quick. If you guys can see, let me try to go to the ground. Whoops. Nope. We can't do it. We're going to show you something, but it's not allowing it. So let's put it in. We'll get off of this. Okay. Just trying to show you something pretty cool. Let me see if I can do it. And I'd love for this to end up at Paisley. Let's see. See that? That's a carpeting that it says 77, and it's got the symbols for his 77 Beverly Park address. And they call it Club 77. And like basically every single celebrity you can think of, from Brad Pitt to Angelina Jolie, they had to walk on that carpet, because that was the first thing that you did when entering in the house. So it's one of those things. Let me take this off. Right. Not pee on the floor. And I've, you're right about that. And I loved hearing Empty Room. Like he knew that we weren't supposed to hear it, but we did. We just weren't supposed to buy it. But yeah, there's stuff like that I want to end up at Paisley when the right people are running it and we have it be on consignment or whatever. But I've been asked and I've said no so far. Just it has to be the right people involved, knowing people I can trust. So do I have any stories about fans? What was the worst? Well, Housequake as a whole, an entire website. That was ridiculous. And Moquake, and then other people now that would have never have done that when Prince was alive and trying to make a name for themselves. How did I get it? I was given it through a friend, and I'm very grateful and appreciative. I think it was some birthday gift several years ago. There's other things that I was able to get, and I'm just grateful and thankful. And I don't want to part with it, but would love for the fans to see it like they do, like a tribute for the LA house parties and other things. So Lisa, 2002, but yes, when it comes to Empty Room, what VB was saying before, 100%. Yeah, but it was still amazing hearing him do it, and that was the first time ever. And then he started doing it on the One Night Alone tour afterwards. Do I have an all-time favorite Prince album? Come on, man. I walk on it, but I vacuum it. I try to go around it. But that's all I'll say. But come on, an all-time favorite Prince album, that's like saying who's my favorite girl right now. There's not one. You just go with it. Stevie Nicks' story is interesting. It just changes more and more every single time she tells it. So, see, Captain, we be at the same place several times over and over and over again. See, now I'm drinking tea, and now I got to worry about spilling this more so than the protein drink. But I guess this would be the time to spill tea. Yeah. Is there January 21st piano show pro video? 100% there is. They play it at Paisley when you're there, not all of it. And at previous celebrations over the past few years, they have played it as well. It's quite an emotional roller coaster, is all I can say. I remember it's like the Graceland people, it's like they couldn't wait to show it. Like, oh, make sure to get some Kleenex. You're going to want it. Like, it was like the producers of This Is Us and the writers like, oh man, by the end of the show, we're going to get these fools crying. And that's what they were doing at Paisley when showing that January 21st show. I was like, damn them. Yes. Slaughterhouse and Chocolate Invasion would make a decent record store day release or a full-fledged release. I do believe we're going to see that in the future, but it won't be remastered, so you're going to be getting the audio version. So, yeah, it was very real seeing them that way. Like, those shows were special originally, but it is 100% pro shot, 100% soundboard recording, and it'll eventually be released. I just wanted to get as much money as it can, whether it was a Netflix special stream or other things, because that's what it deserves. So if it takes Christy, I haven't seen anything that you sent me. I'm sorry. Thank you, Jesse. Printstore.com, not at Paisley. But yes. I would love to see more unseen videos. I am with you on that. And I think I got unreleased stuff, but I don't really like watching that by myself. But we need more of that. They can be putting it constantly on Netflix with different deals and be switching it out. Prince loved his Purple family. He knew we were his Purple Army. Who do you think had a bigger fan base, Prince or MJ? Not going there. I'm Purple Army till the day I die. So, did I watch This Is Us last night? Yeah, I did. I watched it this morning. Sons of bitches. Anyway, yes, and I've heard that story, and that stuff is funny. I think David Allen Greer told that story. So, Jesse, now Jerome. But yes, Double J. See, Sandra, that's why you probably have to go to Paisley one day just to see those January 21st shows. But he was such a visual artist, to see him, the way he moved, his facial expressions, the essence of him being so prolific. And sounds like you were able to see him in concert several times, which is a great thing. Hopefully some private events too. Let's see, Jesse's making sure to be on YouTube this time. That's cool. Favorite song and expectation. That's a tough one. Oh man. I want to say Expedition. East came up on my player today, so of course I was listening to that. And then some of Eric Leeds stuff came up yesterday. Haven't heard that in a while. So This Is Us, pretty powerful show, but damn, I can't watch that with anyone. I got to watch that by myself. So, no one deserves to see that side of me. No one makes me cry. They have to acknowledge me for that. Anyway. So yes. Exemplify is excellent as well. Yes. And getting Vanessa Mae to do stuff. Yeah. The album that he made him release instead of Xenophobia. Yeah. Just one of those things that was changed after he's passed. The Symbol album is still what I call it, but I still call it the Love Symbol because I'll wear the necklace. But the Symbol album to me is where it's at. So he did. We drove around in his car before the first track that he played. He was like, oh, this is unreleased. And it was Live Out Loud, which he actually gave to Jesse to play. And he's like, you heard this one? And I'm like, yeah. Because like I was talking over. He's like, you heard this one? So then he played some other stuff. And then some stuff from his laptop in LA before. So. Whoops. Very cool. Well, very cool, Sonner, that you're able to do that. Very cool. Stories are always good. Live Out Loud, written by Liv Warfield. Yes. And man, What If by Third Eye Girl. Like, that should have been given to Jesse. I understand the message of Live Out Loud, but oh my God, What If is so freaking amazing. So I agree. And some of these parties were like, sometimes you had hundreds of people there and sometimes you only had 10 to 15 people. It was absolutely freaking ridiculous. And I cannot begin to tell you, he would be playing like there's 20,000 people or 100,000 people when you hit that solo to Purple Rain. But I will say this. There was one time we're there, and it's at the Emmy after party at 77 Beverly Park. And he's doing the Cockeye Woman song. And he goes, I asked for the pepper, and she passed the salt. And then homeboy, whose name is escaping me right now, who's a Cowboys fan too, from Law and Order, Chi McBride, he laughed. And he has such a distinct laugh. And there was only about 10 or 12 of us there at the time. And it made Prince laugh. So when he's doing that in front of 20,000 people, he's not busting up. But to hear Chai's laugh and other things was quite interesting to see Prince's reaction. So what I think is Prince's most accurate book on Prince, I would say The Beautiful Ones, just because that was written by him. And we'll have others. Someone sent me one of their books recently, and it said To the Real Prince Expert. And I went, yeah, but you don't see me writing a book. So sorry to hear that, Michael, on that one. One of Your Tears background story. I don't know offhand. I've heard stories, but I don't want to get into stories. I'd rather have be things fictional. So, yeah. I'm thankful for my memory that things like the Emmy party, you can just go back into, and it's kind of like you're reliving it. Like when he was doing Have a Little Help from My Friends, and then Kristen Chenoweth he has bring up, and she made Prince look like a basketball player with how tiny she was. And then after she hit the vocals on it, Prince is like high-fiving her. And it's like, all right, Kristen. But yes, so thank you for that, Sandra. I agree. I have other ideas, but that can be way more profitable for Paisley and the Prince estate in the future. Because then I won't feel like I'm cashing in on him. So, what do I think the next Super Deluxe will be? Hopefully something not as expensive, but it probably will be. But there's other ideas that can be done to where you guys still get all that material, and then it's done to where it can be marketed to younger people, So we will see what the next Super Deluxe will be. I have my ideas, and I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't talk. And I guess, maybe if I talked more, they'd be trying to keep a lid on me, but that's just not how I do stuff. So, I wasn't asked. No, they didn't want me involved. I don't believe they wanted Jesse involved. I think when Jesse was leaving that he wanted me to be involved or do some stuff, and then recommended me. And I think just like with the vault, when I was being courted for it, they didn't want it for the reasons that you probably have specified before about pre-2016. So yeah. See, with the Montreux 2009 Blu-ray, since a lot of people have it, you're going to be getting the hardcore fans. Well, we already have it. So, Diana, I live in LA, Los Angeles. Although when Prince was here a lot because of how many stories I was breaking, like Fox 9 News over there and other ones were wanting to interview me live before the days of Zoom. And I'd be like, I'm in LA, we can do Skype. And they're like, oh, that's not going to be good. Like they were really like wanting me to be live on camera. So thank you, Virginia. White, purple, or black. I like all three, but man, when you've done the work and stuff, white really looks good on you. So what kind of funny Prince story do you want to hear this time? There's many, yeah. The thing is like number of ideas that got floated by Prince and they just disappeared is insane. But yeah, he was constantly thinking of ideas. Just imagine that the stuff that he was probably coming up with before the internet and before other things. I'm sure that there's stuff that he wished that he had the technology back then. So white, okay, cool. We'll have to rock it the next time I'm in Minnesota, like when it's snowing outside, so we can just like disappear in it. Gotta wear all white too, though. Yeah, congrats to my Dodgers. Thanks. I'm loyal and I don't post about it. I just am about it. So, yeah. But that's what I'm saying is not trying to be arrogant, but yeah, that's why I asked one time the Comerica people, hey, you should send me the merch. I'll wear it out because I would go to events and you'd have like Maya Rudolph going, where'd you get the gloves? Where'd you get this time? Like, you can order it online. Like, they didn't know. Like, I'm just a freaking walking billboard for you guys. But no, won't do it. All right. If I went and did this and I would have worn some, scraggly weekend shirt, we would be having this conversation. Yeah. That's always good, Captain. I always look forward to those emails. And then, like, I would have the phone conversations where we'd be jotting down ideas and trying to do stuff. And then the emails could make a book in itself. But nope, not going to happen. So, yeah. Did they send me the Sign of the Times? Deluxe said. Did the estate send it to me? No. No. I have my connections in LA, but no. I was basically hitting up people like, in August, what do you want for your birthday since we're not going to be like getting together? I'm like, the Sign of the Times set, just stuff like that. But yeah, they, what I used to get when Prince was here, whether it was through labels or through Live Nation, I'm not getting that anymore. So, yeah. Why don't we have a Prince store in LA? That's something for the future to look at, or just having stuff be to where there's fans. So we could be, comes to a store in LA, at least a pop-up shop would be great in the future post-COVID. So usually with my Prince merch, if it's not something that's Purple Rain era, I don't get asked about it too much. I wear the symbol all the time, and then a lot of people know what it is. But then today was like, that's a really cool Egyptian symbol that you're wearing or whatnot. I'm like, no, it's something else. He's like, for when I go, and it's Priance. He's like, what's that? And I went, Prince, the singer. And then another guy was like, man, these millennials. I went, let him be. So I could sport it, but I didn't have a 1999 shirt back then. I saw one at Amoeba that was going for $200, but yeah, it probably didn't fit me. But yeah, I like wearing some of the old school stuff, but I've been wanting to wear this for a while. So this got it. I believe they get it mostly from the Prince estate, but they also have one-offs, like stuff that Jaden Kai makes. I hope I'm saying his name right. I apologize if not. And then Martin as well. So, well, that's Prince Estate stuff more than Paisley. I would love to get those luggage tags that they have that someone brought up. So, yeah. And I did get something from Hot Topic that someone recommended the other night that has a symbol and the Prince words on it. But yeah, we're going with 1999 for tonight. Hopefully, I know I'm still looking at your guys' comments instead of looking directly at it. I'm hoping the lighting is better to where I have the camera so we're not seeing the shadow as much. And yeah, I guess I do need a bigger monitor. And maybe I wouldn't have to look at the TV so much, but I don't think the Apple monitors are that much bigger. But I'm sorry that I'm going so much to that. Yeah. Great minds think alike. Makes luggage tags with prints and pillows and different things. You should go on their website. Send it over privately. And that's another thing, is a lot of ideas that the Prince fans have. I wish that we can kind of like bottle that up and use for the Prince estate and other stuff, just like what he would do. He would send you a cease and desist letter, and then he'd be like, all right, I want that. He was so passionate with spiritual tones in his music, beautifully loved and blessed. Did he consider or do a gospel album? Teresa, this is being brought up before, but to him, he said over the years, love sexy. So there you go. Whoops. Need lighting in the background, maybe showcase the guitars too. Love those. Yeah, there was talk of lighting. Yeah. All right, because it looks kind of dark behind me, huh? Even though I got the windows open, it's already dark here. That fab hoodie helps. Oh, thanks. Oh, no. Hopefully the makeup, gotta do other things. Yes. Next year to tour Paisley. Yes. Hope you bring or have someone go with you that knows their stuff aside from Paisley. The other things like bunkers and some other things they may not have checked out last time, whether it was good weather or bad weather. So want to book with just the hammer and lyrics, especially the ones on the 45 jacket. That'd be cool. The estate should give me more items to showcase. Or we can, a friend of mine, before we were doing this audio, before COVID, was going to have me shoot at his studios, record at his studios. He's in Australia now, awaiting COVID to be over. But maybe that could be something that we could do to where we have more of a professional setup. But we have to wait for COVID to be over. Thank you. Trying my best. That's all I can say. Jesse, smoke a cigarette. I am ready yet. Makeup. Oh, stop. Yeah, it's all good. Has anyone heard a thing from Larry? He's been pretty quiet lately. Are you talking about Larry the Cable Guy, or are you talking about Larry Graham? Hope he's all right. Just saying, VI's been silent for a while. Larry the Cable Guy and the other one. So it's always about 1 in a million you, right? So yeah. Jerry Lawler. Oh, Lord. Wrestling Mark in the room. Good Lord. Getting spiritual up in here. Open up your Bibles. Anyway. Still have a protein drink yet? Let me finish it off. Man, oh man. You guys getting bored yet? Or just like looking at things? I need to pull other things out. Let's see. That's microphones. Oh, the TV stand's blocking that one. And I don't know what's there. I don't want to pull that out on camera and it'll be something else that you guys don't want to see. So, yeah. Oh, speaking of 2002 celebrations, and I'm not a hoarder, I swear. But a xenophobia water bottle. I swear I'm not a hoarder. And then an MPG water bottle. Random, I know. Okay. anything from band members. Drumsticks or whatnot, but a TV's blocking it. DMSR, my favorite 1999 album song of the moment. Free will always have different stuff. Funny story. Okay. So him and DJ Rashida and Julia Ramadan. This one time at band camp. No. They're hanging out in Malibu. And from time to time, Rashida posts the photo of her on a beach looking up at a camera, and Prince took the photo of her. Prince decided to have fun, had the camera with him, and it's 7 o'clock in the morning in Malibu. I wasn't there. I heard this story, though, from Ra and from Julia. So Prince walks into Starbucks and starts taking photos of people, and they're just looking at him, and he's just like giving them weird looks. Could you imagine Prince walking into a Starbucks with the camera, just starts taking photos, looks around at people, and just walks out? Just one of those things. And we're just like, would anyone really believe it? Like, he was saying the same thing, like, no one would believe it's him. And I'm like, dude, if TMZ caught him, that thing would like be classic. But yeah, so. Probably not to Rosa, but I'm so tired of people taking what I'm saying and then they're not crediting it. So that's something that I shared with you guys on a previous show earlier tonight. So was there a bass player between Andre and Brown Mark? Not on record. Not on record. You can't get sick of DMSR, man. You gotta get some more funk. So there's always just different ones. They're saying at the moment. You can always go into Something in the Water or Automatic, or if you're thinking of some company this weekend, you may be wanting a lady cab driver. And who doesn't want to use their seats as a flotation device for international level, right? So there you go. Tell me a story. Here's a story of a man named Brady. We were talking about that before, about that reality star marrying Peter Brady. I think it's funny. That's right. Empire Ballroom. Sandra saying, I remember him coming out and taking pics of the guests in line in Las Vegas. And someone says, oh, look at him. And he made that Prince face and headed back in. Doc name in there. And then like people, because he was taking photos, and then people that were in the back started running towards the front. He went away. But yeah, Prince would take photos. There's been photos of him with cameras and whatnot. And a lot of photos that you would see, say, of Bria Valente and others, Prince would actually take those photos. So Automatic was my first experience with the slider thingy when he whispered. Oh, And that they call that AMSR nowadays, right? With the little thing with the voice and doing the whispers and how it does things. I remember doing it on this show one time, and then people were like, stop it. But yeah, the AMSR thing is really, really, really big. People like that stuff. I don't know. I think it's somewhat annoying, right? But there you go. So AUT-O-Matic. Just very, very cool. I remember the first time I saw that video, kind of tripped me out for sure on it. Yeah. So Prince took photos of the after party in Toronto. Which one are you talking about? $1,000 now, talk like this. For 5 hours. Not really. I think I say that because that's what people do and they get paid for it, like ridiculous amounts. Just like there's like before the pandemic, there's like people that do national cuddling or stuff like that. You lost your virginity to Lemon Crush. All right then. And we're going to say that I lost her virginity to Bat Dance? No. Okay. I might ever like to wait less after seeing the full video. It's just too much. Hey. It's all good, except I don't like being the one being whipped or any of that stuff. So 2012 when Aaron was around. Yeah, that was 2012. It was just also around when the Extra Lovable single was released. Yeah. I remember helping them look for that venue, and Julia found it. And wow. Just looking at these things. So, I mean, like when I thought I was going to be getting into the vault or whatever, let me tell you, like I bought some really great headphones. I was listening to bootlegs all the time. Excuse me, unreleased recordings that I may or may not have or had, or maybe it was in my head, just to make sure that I was getting stuff and hearing things. But they didn't transpire, but at least I got good headphones out of it. So it was always interesting. And I like listening to stuff in my car, and sometimes I'll listen to it too loud that you don't realize it until you get back in the car and then the music hits you. You're like, oh my God. Yeah. Have I seen Morris perform this year? No. Does the live stream count? So, yeah. At the Warfield in Frisco, we were standing outside before the show in '86, and Prince opened the backstage door and said, I got some tickets, and you don't. Hilarious. That'd be Prince playing his little jokes. You know, Prince had a great sense of humor. Like, could be a little mean to you guys. But yes, he had a great sense of humor, for sure. Wow. Did I not bring it with me? Okay. So if anyone's sending me messages on anything, I have nothing with me. So, yeah. Wow, that's weird. I thought I brought it. Okay. This is when you need a co-host or whatever, and then you go run. Yeah. Does Baby Yoda want to play the guitar while I go out for a minute? Anyway. I'm sure he would, but if somebody was not eating healthy in front of Prince, would he say anything to him? I'm sure he would. To me, he didn't have to. Like, he would be offering me food. I'd be like, no, I'm not going to eat in front of you, dude. But he'd be having salad or whatnot and other stuff. And he did get some soup from Byerly's before. Yeah. So we're hitting the hour mark. Should we call that enough for the after show? What do you guys want? How to keep my sweatshirts so white? Not wearing them until you wear them for the show. That's it. But even I saw that there was some sort of dusty mark on it. I'm not happy about it. But I'll let you know when I actually do have to wash it. But probably it'll be probably only wearing it for an hour or two and then putting on something else to make sure it doesn't get dirty. But yeah. Like I said, I like the entire outfit. So there we go. Anyway, that looks so fresh, so clean. Do I stay in contact with Kirk? I haven't seen him since last year, but I have talked with him before. Yeah. And sometimes he's been in here when we're doing the shows. So, yeah. The less you wash this stuff, the better. True. I'd love to have like 2 of each, but that ain't happening. So I just get 1 of each. I was buying stuff where I get double XL and XL, And then what happens is it turned to a large and a medium, and now all that stuff goes to waste. So I'm not buying two items of anything unless they're a Target or Hot Topic. Even then, damn, I didn't do it. Such an LA guy. Hey, no. Wasn't typical, but your second half of life hopefully is better than your first. Personal, what rings are you wearing? One is a ring that started out on this finger. Now it's too small. Then I moved it to this finger. Then it became too small. Now it's the middle finger. The other rings are just workout rings because they're made of rubber, and then I don't have to worry about them doing stuff. But yeah, we're going to be wrapping it up. It's been an hour. Let's get some last really quick fast fire questions, and then we are going to be like Tom and cruising. So yes, but people are giving out your details on how to keep your whites white, wash it inside out on gentle. Make sure on cold too. So yeah. And I'm finally starting to not like having a beard, even though I grew it out as much this week to where it kind of looked like that 1999 promo photo we did. So am I sleeping that tonight? No. As soon as we're off the air, we'll be washing my face and taking it off to make sure I don't get no makeup on it. And I'll be having something else to wear for bed. So when's that Captain guy going to guest on the after show? He'd have to come on live on the video. It's up to him. And then it's a special link. Like it can't be like Spreecast where I can just bring someone on. So yeah. What do I think will be the next thing from Princess State? Aside from jewelry, they'll have some items for you guys before the holidays, right? So you're thinking music, haha. So thanks for anything and everything. Thank you, Carrie. Appreciate you. This. Captain, I think Saunders expecting you to look like one of the Hemsworth brothers, Captain. So don't disappoint her. Have ever had a girly that wasn't into Prince? Do you mean like a girlfriend? Is that what you're asking? Get Kirk on. I don't think he'll be on. I'd like to do a show next Wednesday, 4th of November, but if things are still going on, I probably won't be doing a show then. If things are not crazy, would love to do a 4th of November show, maybe without comments. Can you show us your yellow guitar? The one that Baby Yoda is guarding and watching. You know, in the middle of the night, I hear music coming from this room, and I think Baby Yoda's up to no good. And then I'm sure sometimes he wants to play with the blue one too. So, yeah. Yeah, I've had girlfriends that don't like Prince. I was seeing someone, at one point, they didn't like Prince. So they didn't really get it. They were wanting to know about this show and other stuff. And I'm like, why? Like, because it's you doing it. I'm like, you're not going to get it, So, yeah. I just want someone who understands stuff. It doesn't have to be like a fan. But, yeah. He ain't purple, but he funky. So, yeah. Do have one doctor's appointment Thursday, but I pushed the other one until that Friday because of that ridiculousness. So we will see what the future holds. But for me, I guess what it holds is signing off and sending you guys mad love. Put the PayPal in. Thank you, Lola, again for donating, and AA. It's always appreciative, and I do need to get back to other people that have donated in the past. Just know that I see it. If I don't get back to you, it's not me being a jerk. It's just me having other stuff going on, and I completely apologize for that. I'll do this. I think it's only the youngins using Cash App, but here's Venmo. We'll skip Cash App this time. But it's always appreciative and then doing stuff. What time is it here? It is about to be 9:40. Excuse me, 8:40. 8:40, excuse me. Ahead of myself. Thank you for all that you do. I appreciate you guys too. It's all love. November 5th will be more crazy than the 4th. Really? A Thursday? 2 days after? We'll see. Well, I appreciate you guys, and seeing some new faces in the room is always welcome. Much love. Till next time, keep it funky. And I'll see you soon. Maybe not all in white, but till next time. Much love. Thank you.